YB overtime, YB overtime. What's going on? YB overtime, YB overtime. What's up? YB overtime. Justin, talk to the people for a second.
Hey, how we doing, everybody? I'm here. You're here. We're here. Let's do it. Have a good time. Uh-oh, he's doing that thing. I get it now. Yo, it's Mark. What up, Mark? Read drop. Beep up. Bleep up.
All right, sorry about that, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and
All right.
gentlemen.
We're going to have a good one here.
Chilling, yo. Having a great time.
Feeling good, looking good. Bob will be here with us in just 1 second.
About
We're
to
gonna
pull
get
off
this
second
Lakers-
round matchup. Third round conference finals. Sorry.
Yeah, conference finals Lakers.
Nuggies.
Nuggies.
Oh, I should have had home court.
Oh,
Because
yeah,
the
sorry.
Nuggets. Well, I'm not worried about it.
Sorry.
Not
yeah.
worried about
This
it.
is a fact. This is a truth. All right, let's see what goes down in this one.
I did hear somebody, a theory being posed to
They got to update his rating. He's way better than that.
who Austin Reeves.
KCP's not getting clamped, or KCP is not clamping Austin Reeves anytime.
No, I think he claimed you. I don't think he claimed Austin Reeves.
That's fair. That's a good point. Bob is in the other room. He'll be with us in just a
Yeah,
moment.
Bobby Bathroom. Not yet. We'll figure it out though. What was I gonna say? I lost it. It's gone.
Don't know.
What were we talking about? Oh well. Foul him.
Good start. Just won a baseball game 15-0 and went
Wow.
4 for 3 double. I don't
Nice.
understand baseball stats, but congratulations, Curb. Whoops, missed a free throw.
Whoa! No!
I rarely miss LeBron free throws, too, so that's a thing.
Where did this guy come from?
Oh, I missed both. Golly, what a
That's
time to be alive.
crazy.
Hey,
LeBron
guys.
does that sometimes. It's okay.
Rarely.
Cactus!
Sam, Cactus, what's up, guys?
What up, everybody?
Sorry for the weird start to tonight. It's
okay.
We're
Yeah.
off to a kind of a clunky start, but that's okay.
We got it, guys.
Hot
we got
start.
It.
Hey, Sam. Hey, Mark. What's new, gents?
Oh, good shot.
I ate that pink stuff in the attic!
Hey, who is that?
Thank God, Sam. We've been waiting. Welcome to the club. We are the gang that
Insulation,
eats insulation.
tummy.
If you're not a part of the insulation gang, get out of here. I'm kidding. Don't eat insulation unless you're Sam and me.
What am I looking at? Pass the damn ball. Golly.
Where is Jokic going? What are you doing there, bud?
He was double teaming. You were double teaming.
No. When I ran over there, I thought I was going the right way, but apparently I was not. Guys, what's the key to this game?
So I'm the Lakers. Nuggets is Justin.
Fast guards, quick guards.
Yo, Curb went 4 for 4, 3 doubles and a single. Let's go. That's huge. Good stat line.
damn it.
Anyway, who's playing as the Lakers?
Me.
Spoiler alert, Michael's playing as the Lakers, like always. And we have Justin over here on the Nuggets.
The Nuggies. Championship favorites.
We're big Nuggets fans.
They're not.
over
The
here.
Celtics are.
No, the real championship favorites. The Nuggets. The team that's looked the best of the playoffs. The Nuggets.
That's true. They won a series by 5, but so did the Heat.
That is true, but then what happened?
They won a series by 6.
Yes.
So did the
Against
Nuggets.
The Knicks, though. Lesser competition, same amount of games.
I mean,
Ah.
I don't know.
Best player in the world right now.
Well, I thought Giannis was the best player in the universe.
He's not playing right now. The best player playing.
But
Jokic.
in the world.
Yeah, you know, I was gonna bring this up on the show, but we started running really long, so I thought I'd leave it. But I think we can all agree that as of now, the 4 best players in the playoffs have been, in no particular order, Jokic, Butler, Tatum, AD. Right? Of those people that are remaining,
Make it 5. Make LeBron.
this is my question.
Okay.
Of 4 players,
Sure,
right?
sure.
It's got to be those 4.
Yes, 100%.
I'd probably put LeBron above Anthony Davis.
I would disagree, but that's okay. Because my next question is, who's 5?
Jaylen Brown.
Wait, what?
You think Jaylen Brown's been better than Anthony Davis in this?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think
All right.
that.
Well, that's
I would take Jason Tatum over Jaylen Brown.
AD's
still, too.
been like,
No, we agree on that.
but AD's been like leagues ahead in terms of he's been the best defensive player in this
yes.
in this playoffs by a lot.
Yes,
too.
his core strength is
yes, but like Jaylen
unreal.
Brown's also played great defense.
Sure, not as good as AD though.
No, but
it's
he's better offensively than
Justin,
AD.
I think it's
not
more of a
that much though.
it's a level of impactfulness. The Warriors were stopped completely by Anthony Davis, whereas the Celtics playing against, theoretically a Bam Adebayo, if you were like I don't know. I think the Celtics they're gonna have some trouble, yo. I forgot what my point was, so I just kind of rambled.
No, I hear that. I mean,
Damn it! It was
Anyways,
a good one,
the reason that I bring it up is because, and this is no disrespect to Jamal Murray at all, but this is the first playoff run that I've seen from a regular playoff run that I've seen from Jokic, where he is definitely the best player on the team. When a regular run, because last year he was alone.
Oh, I get what
MPJ
you're
wasn't
saying.
there, and Jamal Murray was still recovering from his Achilles.
So you're talking about the 2020 bubble when
Franco, what
Well,
up?
2020 and 20. I think you can include 2019 in there. He was a top 5 MVP finisher in 2019 too.
Oh, you mean the best player on the team? This
Yes.
is the third year that Jokic has averaged 30 in the playoffs.
Right. But
What up, Jackson?
oh golly, I didn't even know I could do that. And I acknowledge that. But
Oh, I thought you were going to keep
the only
running,
time they've had any serious team success is when it was Jamal Murray getting hot, or whatever the case was. It's never been. This
bubble?
is. I'm trying to give him his
Sorry, I just
flowers
remembered
here.
now.
No, I hear that.
Because this year Jokic has been without no debate top 3 in the playoffs so far, at least up to this point.
Yes. That's my bigger thing too is
So
go ahead.
if you include him in the top 4, I think you got to go. I think it's AD, Jokic, Butler, Tatum are the 4 best in the
In that order?
postseason so far. No, not in that order.
Okay, no, I got you.
In that
Yeah.
in the postseason so far. Dumb graphic. And then I think 5 is LeBron, and I also don't think LeBron has hit what we expect to
No.
see from LeBron in a big playoff
is he
game so
gonna?
far.
No, you're right.
I think so. Yes, I think if Game 6 was anything, was an indication of what's to come. And we also talked about this last week.
hurt.
Time and time again, he ramps up in the playoffs.
He's
So
hurt.
he is hurt. That's what I'm saying. But he still has
he has a
the
broken
burst.
foot.
He
like,
still
straight
has
up.
that burst.
Yeah, it's a lot of Anthony Davis.
He's preserving himself for the big moments in the big games and in the conference finals and the NBA finals. And so
yeah,
I'm eager to see what happens when the 5th best player in the playoffs so far becomes the 3rd if he does. I'm not predicting that's
point,
going to
Michael.
happen, but like I love Jimmy Butler as much as the next guy. I'm a huge Jimmy Butler guy. But if LeBron wants, he can turn it on. It's just a matter of him preserving himself, I believe.
Yes, I mean, and we just also maybe disagree on this.
valedictorian. Damn, Mark.
I
Hell
think
yeah.
that Jokic has been far and away the best player in the playoffs.
I don't think it's far and away because
He does more things than everybody.
I don't think it's far and away, but I think he has. He would be one.
he has yet to
Jimmy
impress
too.
me defensively really at all. And
That was my point initially.
his interest level looks better, which we talked about this
Yeah.
a few weeks ago. My big thing is that you just don't see like he cares about it. He doesn't look like he even wants to play basketball half the time. Shouldn't be shooting threes with that guy, but I'll get this board. Nah, never mind.
But you don't say that about Anthony Davis, though.
Yeah, because AD this year, especially, and in 2022, which granted, this is a long time ago, but that was his last like real healthy postseason.
Hola, mijas.
Yeah, I hear you. I just think like Jokic is a top 5 scorer in the playoffs. He's arguably the best passer in the playoffs and arguably the best rebounder in the playoffs. Still playing, obviously, because Kevon Looney went on a hammer tearing rebounds.
Yeah,
But,
right.
like-
But the difference between those two guys is that's all that Kevon Looney was doing.
Exactly.
We've got mindful movement method in the chat.
Oh!
Ah, shoot.
Stakes?
Not oh shoot to stakes. Oh shoot to.
She hit us with the hola, mijos.
Mm.
Hola mijo. Hola mijo. Hola mijo.
Me a hoe?
You a hoe. But this is the thing, and this is what I'm trying to acknowledge, is that I am coming around on Nikola Jokic. Like, I understand it now. This postseason is the first one that I've seen where
Postseason specifically, by the way.
postseason specifically, because that's what matters to
Yes.
me. And that's the thing. That's why I turned heel on Embiid today, because he deserves it. You're right. He's a loser. Like, I can't be on his side anymore. You cannot put that kind of performance up. So what I'm saying is, the whole reason I brought this up is the top 4 guys in the postseason so far have been those guys, I believe. Mm-hmm. Oh, crap. Go, Vando. Go, Vando. Go. God. Go, LeBron. Don't do that.
Sorry about the
That's
lag,
your
guys.
ball anyway.
Looks
But
like
you
we're
dove
working
at it. It
through
was
it.
your ball anyway.
Oh, okay, good. But then after that, I think it's LeBron, and that's really saying something. You know, Colin Cowherd had a really good point about this, I feel like, today, where he said, let's stop comparing LeBron to old LeBron, and let's just compare him to the rest of mortals and, like, the rest of the NBA. What is he right now? 25, 10, and 6. 6.5. He's a better Jaylen Brown. Like, statistically, he's a better version of Jaylen Brown is right now.
Yeah.
Playing more minutes, better defensively, statistically at least. Not bringing in, like, defensive box plus minus,
I
because we
could
all
see
know that would
yeah.
put Jokic as the best defender of all time. I think that stat has forever been invalidated.
I think game
because
by
of that.
game plus minus.
I do
bullshit.
feel like this
But
whole...
hang on, let me just wrap this up. Let's stop. And this is my respect, Colin Cowherd, because I typically think he's just saying whatever it takes to just. He's not like a total hot takes guy, but he says some pretty dumb stuff from time to time. And I don't think this is one of them. Now, obviously, it's in a favor that it's in the favor of my point that I'm making. But I really do feel that it is right to, like, let's not compare this LeBron to 2018 LeBron. He's injured. It's not January when he scored 37, 15, and 9 against whoever. 47, 15, and 9. He is injured. He is dealing with that. But you still do see the bursts of it. And statistically, he's a better version of Jaylen Brown, who, a moment ago, you said was better than Anthony Davis in the postseason so far.
Yes, but I also think LeBron James is better than Anthony Davis.
Right, and I'm not arguing that thing. But I'm just saying, if these guys are...
Thank you,
if
Sam.
these two guys right now are still... Now, I think the best version of Anthony Davis that we've seen in the postseason so far is probably where he peaks. But that was the same story in 2020, and then what happened in the finals, LeBron turned it on and won the MVP. Because he needed to. And I still think that was what is possible and likely going to happen.
What's on the horizon? Yeah, I can see
So
that.
that's why I feel...
What the pass
That was
that?
a pass, but I missed the dumbass shot because I'm a dumbass.
But
that's why I feel confident about the Lakers.
And a different comparison.
Here we go. How many players on the Dallas Mavericks roster did not go to college?
Dude, that's a crazy question. That's props to you for asking
Because
that.
they had so much time off.
At least 3. I want to say 3 on the
What?
money.
Who?
In 2020, when LeBron can turn on in the finals,
Oh, yes.
he had 4 months off.
I agree.
But now we're saying he's playing injured. And what I don't necessarily, I don't know.
I'm not going to get into the whole making excuses thing. The fact of the matter is, he is not fully healthy. We know that. We can see that.
that's what I'm saying. Is he's not fully healthy. And what did we see when a 2-man show tried to beat the Nuggets?
It's not a 2-man show, though, Justin.
But no, those other they've been great.
Justin,
if you're counting on those players to be great against a vastly better team in the Nuggets and the Warriors,
why don't you count on them?
why would you?
What have they given you to not count on them?
They haven't been consistently great.
I've seen enough individual performances
But what
from
do you-
the Lakers
but what do
bench
you
that
mean by
I'm
that?
convinced,
But
actually.
hang on,
and it took
hang
me
on.
time.
Yes.
Hang on, I want
It
to
took
flesh
me
this
time.
out because I want to ask because everybody
I'm
has to
asking.
start
I got you.
somewhere.
Okay, for sure.
So
everybody has to start somewhere.
So like Sean Livingston and Leandro Barbosa and all the role players for the Warriors in 2015 played such a huge part in those championships.
Oh, there's 4.
And Boban's not even on the Mavericks anymore, is he? I think he's in Detroit.
He gone.
They all had to start somewhere, not as players.
Oh,
the
GGs.
fact of the
I
matter,
didn't even realize the game was over.
the fact of the matter is, they're young, sure. They don't have the historical precedent in front of them that they've gone and done it before. But neither have the Nuggets. They've been to a conference finals run, but the only three players that are on that roster still are the same thing as the Lakers. It's only LeBron and Anthony Davis, and it's only MPJ, Jokic, and then Jamal Murray. So all those guys are different as well. The thing is, they're young and they're unproven, but so are some of the Nuggets. This is Aaron Gordon's biggest stage. KCP's been to a conference finals because he was with the Lakers with LeBron and AD.
Yeah.
I don't think
KCP has a ring, doesn't he?
Huh? Well, yeah, he won
the whole
with
ring,
he won
yeah.
with them in 20. But my point is that it's not. I don't want to say it's not fair because life ain't fair. But I'm saying I don't think it's the right argument to make. Oh, you can't count on these guys, because that metric could apply to a lot of players in the league,
So I
except
guess-
the Celtics because they were there last year, and Brogdon is the only one that wasn't with them.
Yeah, my bigger thing about like the Lakers players. So after LeBron and Anthony Davis, D'Angelo Russell, is he a consistent performer, generally speaking?
Okay,
Just a
D'Angelo
yes or no
Russell.
question. Just a yes or no question. No.
Consistently, no.
A consistent performer? No. Is Dennis Schroeder a consistent performer, generally speaking?
In this postseason, he has been. Is he a fantastic performer? No, but consistent,
Okay.
yes.
Is Lonnie Walker a consistent, great performer?
In this postseason, so far, no. But he's shown
Austin
flashes
Reeves.
of brilliance.
Is he a consistent, great performer?
He had 3 bad games so far in the 12.
Okay.
He's had 3 bad games. And bad is even like, for what you expect from a guy, for the case you're trying to make, I feel, for a guy like Austin Reeves, I don't think that you can even call them bad games, because a guy like Austin Reeves, you shouldn't be expecting much.
Now, Rui Hachimura?
He is first in points off the bench and second in the entire NBA playoffs in points off the bench. So I would say Rui's been
But that's
great.
so. Yes, all these guys have been very good. It's just been so much boom, boom, boom.
Well, but that's what happens. We talk about that. We talk about the Lonnie Walker game. We talk about, Robert Horry was not this all-time player, but he hit big shots in big moments
Yes.
and showed up when it mattered,
Yes, but the Robert Horry comparison's a little bit different. And then he's got 7 rings.
Right.
And now he had to get to 7.
But
and
that's
a
what
fair
I'm
point.
saying. He wasn't.
But my
he
thing
was
is,
never a top
yes,
even 3 option
but
on his team.
My
top
my
4
point
even.
being is we're going to get consistently better basketball out of the top 2 Nuggets players than we're going to get out of
You
the
guys
top
wanna
2
rock one?
Lakers players.
You guys rock one.
Sure.
Before you get out of here.
I mean, if we're
Sorry,
not
you're
to,
going to
like,
get top 2.
10,
Sorry, say what you just said again.
So like the top 2 players of the Nuggets are going to consistently give you better games than the top 2 players in the Lakers. Jokic is going to be.
And I hear the consistency concerns of AD.
No, my
But
thing is with Jokic is he's potentially the most unguardable player in the league. Because if Anthony Davis guards
Remaining,
him,
you mean? Remaining.
I would argue probably period.
Because the Sixers put PJ Tucker on him, and he couldn't do shit against them. And granted, it was months ago, but they put PJ Tucker on him and said go ahead, and because they wanted him to. And I think that that'll be a Lakers similar take. I think that they're going to try to throw Rui at him and just say, oh, you're going to dominate this matchup, right? Go ahead, do it. And let everybody else shut everybody down. So I don't know how much we're going to get AD and Jokic on one another. It'll happen, of course, because they're the 2 bigs. They're the 2 dominant bigs. But I don't know that it's going to be this 1v1 matchup that everybody's looking for. What's up, D? Welcome back.
D!
Hey, D!
Yes, but again, I firmly believe this, that Jokic is by far the best player currently in the playoffs right now.
I don't.
He does.
So
more,
even after Tatum's game yesterday, you think it's by far?
Yes.
Okay.
He's the best.
And I don't disrespect that.
I know,
I'm giving Jokic his respect.
He's the best passer currently in the playoffs right now. He is a top 5 scorer if you want to say somebody else can score more, but he's averaging 30. And I'd have to look at probably, the averages of what's going on.
So-
He's generally
You ready to
the
roll?
most, he's the most efficient. And he rebounds really well. And we always say he can't defend. Defensive rebounding is a very big thing, and he's one of the greatest defensive rebounders in the league.
Right.
So, like, that's defense.
I'm not discrediting any of those points. You're right. He has been phenomenal in the playoffs so far. He beat a Wolves team, which, let's be real,
No one wanted there. We wanted the Thunder.
and I'm not saying the Wolves were trash because they walked all over them, but they were the 1 seed. They were the best team in the West for a long, long time. Of course, they beat the crap out of the Wolves.
Oops.
They should have, and rightfully so.
For sure.
The Suns, I think, was a better test, and I'm not going to make excuses for it, or I'm not trying to discredit the Nuggets at all. I've said again and again, the Nuggets are an incredible team. Because that invalidates everything I just said. However, that's the same thing.
If you look at the same road,
what I'm adding is that DeAndre Ayton is not Anthony Davis.
Yes.
And DeAndre Ayton is not Anthony Davis. And I'm not even talking performance, obviously.
And
but
Kevon
but
Looney's not Jokic.
I agree. I agree completely. Defensively, though, they are similar because Jokic is brilliant at finding off-ball switch, not finding like he's hunting to be a lazy defender, but it's just what happens. Finds himself in off-ball switches, and again, not making excuses, but he kind of just happens to be on the other end of those defensive rebounds because he's in the right. I'm not going to say he's in the right place at the right time. I'm not trying to discredit Jokic. Anthony Davis is not DeAndre Ayton. Anthony Davis is way better than Rudy Gobert on both sides of the ball, especially this postseason. Granted, it was 5-game sample size to 12-game sample size, but still. My point here, real quick, who's who?
I'm the Heat.
Celtics.
Justin is the Celtics. Bob is the Heat. So, and I know that this is going to be tough. In both, I don't think I hear you, Elijah. I don't think it's Vando. I think I think it might start with Vando. And I think that is the plan, is like let a smaller guy go at him and let him do his thing because then you have AD still in the paint or switching or whatever needs to be of Anthony Davis, and he's not just gridlocked with Jokic, who can do pretty much anything he wants on the court with almost anybody in the league.
Yeah, but who guards all the other guys?
Well, but that's what I'm saying.
No, that's what I'm saying. So if you take, let's say Vando guards Jokic, right? Which he can't do at all, but
right. But that's the thing, though, is that we have seen examples of that the kind of matchup that you would assume PJ Tucker has no shot at guarding Nikola Jokic.
Yeah.
He's a foot taller than him, and he's 100 pounds heavier, and he's way more skilled, and he's got all the shots down. But then it poses this like kind of mentality thing, which is what the kind of conversation started with, was Jokic, are you going to go score 40? Are you going to go score 50? And I'm not saying he's incapable of it. What I'm saying the Nuggets are potentially incapable of is him doing that, because if they do that switch and it's Vando or it's Rui or it's Wenyen Gabriel or whoever, these smaller guys, and they say, go ahead, Jokic, you're going to have to score because our strategy is to guard everyone else. You might get your 50 or your 45 or your however many, but you're not getting your 15, 16, 17.
I don't think they can.
How do you not think they can when they just did the same thing to one of the best perimeter teams in NBA history? Now, granted, they didn't hit a lot of their shots in Game 6, so that's a poor sample size.
And they're older.
Well, KCP's as old as Klay Thompson.
Yes, but Jamal Murray's younger than Steph Curry and Klay Thompson.
But hang on. Jamal Murray's not better than Steph Curry.
No, but the best player on the Denver team is going to be Jokic, right?
Right, but that's what I'm saying. If
No,
they
but
let
what
him
I'm
just
saying-
go,
yes.
go ahead. You're going to have to score if you want to beat
The
us.
second best defender on the Lakers can't defend Jamal Murray.
So who's the second best defender on the Lakers? Obviously, Anthony Davis is one. Who's two?
So like Jared Vanderbilt can't defend Jamal Murray.
I disagree.
Because it's a different style of basketball, right? So the Warriors basketball has been so successful for so long, and it's a very movement-oriented style. It's very off-ball movement, off-ball this, off-ball move, right?
And the Nuggets are more ISO when it comes to on ball, right?
And the bigger thing for me is, as good as Draymond Green has been as a facilitator, as a big man, obviously he's nowhere near Nikola Jokic is, because Nikola Jokic can then just score. And if Nikola Jokic gets a switch out and pulls, they won't. Also, I will say this. I think the Warriors have gotten complacent.
I agree.
And that
to a
led
degree.
to kind of that, right?
A little bit, yes.
And I think we go back to, again, more hungry team. The Nuggets, way more hungry than the Warriors.
And I said this before the playoffs started. I think the Nuggets have the most pressure on them. I think the Nuggets have the most pressure and the biggest weight on them. They've got to go prove that they're not a joke.
Yeah.
And so and so I think that this series will play a factor in that. But what's up, Will? Thanks for joining us. Drop a like, brother. Everybody drop a like.
What's that?
Yeah, but like, does Anthony Davis have that kind of pressure?
Yeah, he's getting dogged on every game.
Yeah, but Jokic is like, I already know I'm better than Anthony Davis.
Well, so that would
already
lie
know
more
that.
so to the complacency factor. He's a two-time MVP. This is his case. This is his opportunity to go and really like you said, maybe become the best player in the world.
Yeah.
I don't know that. Like, okay, it would all have to do with what happens in the finals. Like, if he's, I'm not gonna say he's a nothing in the finals, but like, let's say he averages 15, 7 and 7 or something. I can't call him the best player in the world, regardless of what happened with Giannis.
I'll say this: I think he's going to average a triple-double throughout the entirety of the playoffs, win Finals MVP, and then you got to go, oh, yep.
Well,
it's
he
him.
would have to make it to the finals first, which I don't see happening. So, what's up, John Anthony?
What up, John Anthony?
To me, the best case scenario for the finals would have been Philly and Denver.
Lakers Nuggets.
Sorry,
Jokic Embiid.
Yes.
Yeah,
and that would have been the
totally.
best case for everything because it also, Embiid hasn't won, Harden hasn't won. That's my bigger thing and my bigger case that I think.
Yeah, but Celtics Lakers will always be a draw.
I think that's
Yeah.
bad for the league. It's boring.
Well,
it's boring.
And I'm not disrespecting you here or anything, but you go back to what's good and bad for the league enough where it's like, I don't give a shit what's good or bad for the league.
but you should.
I don't because
Okay. Like I think dynasties are semi bad for the
I'll
league.
tell you what matters.
Of course.
When LeBron James, I'm going to say when LeBron James wins ring number 5, the old women that go in and are having a chat over a glass of wine at a random restaurant and game 6 or 7 just so happens to be on the TV and they watch it happen. No, they're not going to watch it happen. But you know what's going to happen? They're going to go, oh yeah, LeBron. Oh yeah. And they know about it. But not just because the TV was on, because you hear about it.
Yeah.
Because he's the greatest player ever, in my opinion. And players and franchises and names, there's a reason that we have the whole big market, small market thing. The Nuggets, love them or hate them, small market team.
Yep.
Even though it's Denver, huge city, Nuggets just don't have it's the Nuggets, you know?
It's Boston
The
and
Broncos are
LA.
terrible, but it's still the Broncos,
Warriors
right?
were a small market team until they started winning.
Right. I agree. Well,
Well,
I
yeah.
don't know if they were a small market
but, like,
team. They weren't a small market team. They just weren't. They
They were the
They
smallest.
weren't marketable.
They were the
Yeah.
smallest
There's a difference.
of the
I guess
markets.
that's fair.
They weren't a small market team. A small market team is Oklahoma City. A small market
Yeah.
team is
Minnesota.
Milwaukee.
Well, you say- but like how I guess
We both said Minnesota.
Yeah.
it's like Minnesota's
New
whole
Orleans.
state.
Right. Okay.
It just
but
fun
it's
in
a
my
mar-
head to, like,
but the
look at
market. Yeah,
cities
I
and
know
be
what you're
like,
saying.
The whole state's small. I go,
But
yeah,
but
okay.
but that's a small market.
Yes.
San Francisco and the Bay and Oakland and all that, not a small market. At the time, they just weren't marketable because they weren't successful.
yeah.
So it's like,
But that's Denver though.
right, and yeah, that's a good point. You're right. But in terms of what's better or worse for the league, I don't really care. I think that no matter whatever happens, it will always be Lakers Celtics. Lakers Celtics will draw fans that haven't watched the league in years
Yes.
out to watch the
For
finals.
now.
What do you mean for now? It's
But
been,
like no, because other
when was
teams
the last
haven't
time they
come
played
up
each
yet.
other in the finals?
No, because other teams haven't come up yet. So
Well, but the
Chicago,
Celtics and the Lakers have
Chicago was a nothing team until Jordan got there. Chicago was a no-name who gives a crap team. Now Chicago's a big name city team. We go, oh, the Bulls because Jordan won,
Yes.
right? The Lakers,
And
they were also a nothing team.
Well, okay, but if
until
that's the
Showtime.
argument we're making in terms of what would be the most entertaining or what's the best or whatever finals, blah blah blah.
But it all-
then,
it all
then it's
begins
not then
there.
it's not Jokic. If that's the argument, because he's not. Again, I've been giving him his flowers all day long, and I
Right, he's
respect
not
him in
exciting.
ways that I haven't.
Yeah.
He's not fun to watch unless you are a
Jokic
ball
fanboy.
addict. Like, unless you are like, man, he dissected that screen
For sure.
up top, and okay.
Here's
But most of
what I think
the league wants to watch Jason Tatum, AD, and LeBron.
What I
Most
think
of the guys
for-
want to watch a guy like Jimmy Butler. That's the reason that Steph Curry took off, because he's electric. Michael Jordan, the example that you use, electric.
Yeah.
These players
Yep.
are enthralling to watch.
Yep.
And they're so consuming to watch. So it's one thing if he goes crazy and has a plus minus of 58, but if he's doing it off of I'm not discrediting it. I recognize how good he is, and this playoffs has shown me how great he has been. But I'm just saying, if that's what we're looking for, then I don't think Jokic is the one.
I think we're on the precipice, and I told you this. If Jokic wins a title, I think villain era of Giannis potentially is really fun. We're on the precipice of the next Bird and Magic. Giannis and Jokic. Hey, Larry Bird, not big. Jump around, jump out of the gym, wah wah wah.
And I hear you, but times were a little different then.
But I think, but again,
Early mid '80s, there
you
was
mean,
there
when
was
Jordan was playing?
well, yeah, Jordan didn't do a damn thing to Larry Bird his whole career.
No, but he was still exciting. He was playing, so like there was the
but he
exciting.
didn't matter
there,
till Scottie Pippen
But there
got
was
there.
the exciting.
He was a
there.
zero till he
Right.
Scottie Pippen
There
got
was the exciting there, right? Dr. J, exciting.
Right, Elijah. I hear what you're saying. Felipe, I love you so much. Thank you for being here.
Bye bye bye.
But
Oh yeah, John Anthony.
I mean, Jokic might not be fun to watch, but Denver basketball is fun to watch. I don't.
Jamal Murray, fun to watch. Oh hey, you got the ball, my guy.
The game's over.
Jamal Murray is fun to watch
But that's
because why?
there's some exciting moments for them, right? And
I'm not even talking. Okay, we've gotten kind of off track here. I kind of
don't
started
even
this to
know
say.
where we're at here.
I kind of tried to start.
Where are we been?
Started this whole thing
Why
by
you
trying to
fouled me,
say
Because hard.
that I feel like
What up, Hugh Moon?
the fact that the fact that we're expecting the Lakers to get steamrolled when
I didn't say that. I took him in 6.
you did say it's crazy to think that the Lakers would stand a chance though.
Yeah, because that home court in Denver, and they have
That is the big. I think
and they
that's
have
the biggest
best
factor.
player.
That's the biggest factor.
Mark,
to me.
the answer is Santa
Jokic,
Cruz,
because I think
baby.
they match up really well.
I don't think they can go in and steal a game up there.
I think they can. They definitely can. I don't know if it happens, but that's what I predicted Lakers in 6. So we'll see.
They have to.
That is the
But-
Santa Cruz Warriors.
Santa Cruz, like, woo.
So
Oh.
I was trying to explain as to why I think the Lakers are. They, I know the Nuggets took a couple weeks off there towards the end. They rested. Excuse me. They rested Jokic for a little bit, but since the trade deadline,
Yeah.
since this Lakers team has come together, now including the playoffs, when the Lakers or the Nuggets have won one more game and lost one fewer game, the Lakers still have the best record
Yep.
in the NBA,
Yep. So they should be the favorites.
and they have the best defense in the NBA. And this is interesting. The Celtics and the the Celtics and the Heat line up. What matchup did you guys just do?
Heat, Celtics.
The other one.
Did you win?
He did.
Or am I?
Celtics.
Oh, you're about to leave.
No, you guys.
Okay.
You're good.
You want to do Celtics Lakers?
Not particularly.
Yes, but it has to be 66 Celtics and 72 Lakers.
Let's do. How about this? Let's do. Tell you what. I'll take. Golly. I'll take the Nuggets, I guess. Oh, we've already had the Nuggets. I'll go Pelicans. How about that?
All right.
I was gonna
Chad,
go.
how
I was
we
gonna go
doing?
Pistons.
So here's what I was saying.
I will say also, the Nuggets team committed an actual murder on the court. We talked about it on the show. Exciting.
So I think that I don't know.
Card to the Suns. The Suns are.
There's a metric that doesn't show up in the box. That is crazy, Brandon Ingram. They did him dirty. There is a factor that just can't be measured in a box score, and
Heart.
it's team chemistry, and it's more than that as well. And I'm not saying that the Nuggets don't have chemistry. The
but
Nuggets
they would
are-
have more chemistry than the Lakers do. You tell me how they
because they
retooled the entire roster.
Well, right. But I don't know. There's just something about this team.
I will say this.
This
I
team-
just
this
think it's
team winning a
because your guys
championship?
on that team.
I don't think so. Because
If Jason Tatum was on that team,
No, because-
and LeBron wasn't.
in 2018 I said, "Oh, this team doesn't have it. This is not the team." Even in the conference finals I said, "This team does not have it. This is not the team." Mm-hmm. And LeBron was just going berserk every time. And that I've openly acknowledged, in my opinion, is the best version of any basketball human player we've ever seen, outside of a cyborg. which he was arguably nearby that
Better
that playoff
than
run.
a cyborg.
I will openly admit when I think that a team doesn't have it or one of my teams doesn't have it, I'm on that. But this Lakers team, I just think they do.
John
And
Anthony,
I know that, and I feel very confident that 2 weeks from now we're going to be sitting here going, man, what just happened? And
I think you're going to be saying that.
and if so, okay, I'll eat my words and I'll openly acknowledge that I was wrong.
Yeah.
I just don't foresee it.
I hear that, but to me, no one really foresaw eventually the Warriors dynasty ending like that.
It's not.
Well, it's first of all, it's not over. And what do you mean nobody saw it? A lot of people saw it
Yeah.
because they were going up against the Lakers.
Well, you said it's not over. But the other day, you were like, the Warriors dynasty's over!
Well,
Pictures and videos, and this is over!
Well-
I'm glad they're dead! That whole thing.
yeah, I was hyping the moment.
But no, that's my thing. We preemptively, apparently we're preemptive to say changing of the guard and younger players. And to me, that's what we're looking at now. We're looking at a young Celtics team
Nuggets?
in the East and a young Nuggets team.
Oh, it's not like the Heat are old.
No, but I don't think Jimmy Butler can win a title, but
You don't think he can win a title?
No.
You mean like as the best player?
yes, yeah, sorry. I just don't think that's what it is. That's some people just
2020 Lakers or this Lakers?
2020 Lakers.
Why?
You've got a younger LeBron, and to me that's meaningful. Also,
I agree.
a non-injured LeBron.
I agree.
I think Anthony Davis is kind of a wash between then and now. I think that's
Agreed.
yeah. So for me,
I think he's better this year defensively, not better offensively.
yeah. So to me, yeah.
Also,
totally.
Bubble was like the peak of physical production or offensive production.
I don't think Austin Reeves is as good as what's his nuts, Caruso.
Oh, I really disagree with you there. Defensively, of course not.
That's but I
But
guess
he's
you could
six-
call it
But
a wash.
Austin
He's
Reeves
six-
is still
I don't
very
call it
good
a wash.
defensively.
Austin Reeves is a good defender, and he's
Yeah.
6'7",
Big
and
heart,
he
plays
is,
with his body,
and
yeah,
he is
he's
an
lengthy.
ISO scorer. Like he can score ISO. I think that this
the big
Lakers
the
team
center depth is a problem too. But
that's the biggest.
Yes.
That's the biggest discrepancy between the two rosters. But I think that this Lakers team has an argument. I'm not saying that they are, but this Lakers roster has an argument for the best support staff that LeBron's ever had.
okay.
An argument.
but like
Because there's 9 guys that can do
just
their
for
thing.
LeBron.
That can do their thing. Whereas, like even 17, when if they weren't going up against the KD Warriors,
the Heatles not happening, bro.
well, okay, so let's walk through it. Starting point guard's Mario Chalmers. D'Lo's better than Mario Chalmers.
Yes, but
Not hang on, not but.
D'Lo does this.
Sure. D'Lo's better than Mario Chalmers. Mario
Okay.
Chalmers is this. So
Yeah, consistently, what you're gonna get from him is
hardly anything. Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
The case for the Heat, the best Heat roster that LeBron had was 13, right? Because he had Ray Allen, Shane, Mike Miller,
Bosh, Wade.
Bosh doing his thing. Wade, that was Wade's last stand. Wade burned out after the 27-game
Yeah.
win streak. But you got guys like J.R. Smith and Iman Shumpert. And then after that, Tristan Thompson.
Wait, you're talking about 2017?
17, right? So Kyrie, right? So Kyrie and Kevin Love are givens, right? Of course.
Yeah.
And those two, like the Kevin Love being the third best player on the team, immediately kind of like separates those rosters.
Yeah, because
Dude,
Kyrie in
broken ass
2017 is
game.
better than Anthony Davis today.
I disagree.
He's a
I
nuclear weapon.
just think that you're under. I just don't think that you're properly putting I don't think you're putting the fair amount of weight on Anthony Davis's defense through the first 12 games in the postseason. He has been the best defender in the league
Yeah,
since the start of the include the play-in
yes.
by
Yes.
a mile
Yes.
too.
Yes.
And
Yep.
that is the reason that they were able to beat the
Good
Warriors.
night, Hayes.
See you, Hayes.
Bye. And I agree with all of that.
And also, he's had 30-20 games. And yes, he's had in round 1 he was inconsistent. Not inconsistent in round 2. Did he go 30 and did he go 35 every game? No, but he only had really one notably bad game. But that was game 2 where the whole team was bad. It was a blowout. It was a 30-point blowout for the Lakers. And I obviously respect Kyrie as much as the next guy in terms of 2017. Don't really care for him much anymore, but Anthony Davis now is like having like a potential all-time level defensive player, like playoff run.
Yes.
He's like really
fucking good.
Really good. And it's not just like shot blocking, because in game 5 he had 0 blocked shots. But his defense, his presence is felt no matter where he is on the court. Players, like whether it's Steph Curry, Steph had 2 shots at a game winner in game 4.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that they were good shots or not, but ideally any shot that Steph Curry takes is a good shot to a degree, because it's Steph Curry, at least the 2 that he took in that example. But because it's Anthony Davis on him, not because solely, but a large part of it is because Anthony Davis is on him, those 2 shots don't go in.
Sure.
He's such a huge presence on defense, not just in the paint, which is why another reason that I think, like, yeah, your strategy is draw him out of the paint, but he's not Rudy Gobert. He's brilliant on the perimeter against perimeter players as well.
Yes, but that's my thing about the Jokic situation. Jokic, if Anthony Davis isn't in the paint, the rest of the Nuggets can cut. They can do whatever they want, and Jokic is going to hit the passes, right? Because he's bigger than Anthony Davis height-wise and size-wise, obviously.
Well, but that's what I was telling you, that I don't feel that they're going to put AD on Jokic very often. What the goddamn hell just happened?
I hear that. I also don't think that Anthony Davis, while he has been phenomenal defensively this postseason.
Oh, come on.
Is going to be able to replicate it against the Nuggets?
Well, I don't think the competition has been as difficult as the Nuggets team.
Yeah, that's what
is.
happens. The conference, yeah. The Nuggets are obviously the best team.
I obviously I had picked the Grizzlies to win that series, and I picked the Warriors to win, right? But the Warriors had one offensive player, in my opinion, for that series. That's how it kind of shook down. We've got Klay Thompson missing open threes. Andrew Wiggins was fine. He wasn't last year Andrew Wiggins. And the series before then, the Grizzlies have one offensive player that got hurt. And so I look at that and I go, okay, it's not like he had to play amazing defense against amazing offensive players.
Hang on. The Warriors are a top 5 offense in the league all season and in the postseason. The Grizzlies were like the second-rated offensive team in the league.
And they were down 2 bigs, and then John Morant also smashed his whole hand.
He scored 45
the
points
game after.
in the game he came back.
Yeah.
So that's not a fair excuse. Not an excuse. That's not a fair explanation
it's one guy, though.
Yeah, he almost won them the game on his own.
Won him a game. Jokic had to survive the onslaught of 2 of the best offensive players in the league. Also, one of them
he had to survive the onslaught. What happened to their depth? What happened to everybody else? Because now it's just him. But the whole reason that you're telling me that the Lakers are going to win is because of their depth. But now it's, he had to survive. He had to.
No, I'm saying
he was definitely the best player in the series.
So like the Suns, right, were a 2-headed monster, whereas all the teams the Lakers have faced have been a 1-headed machine.
The Grizzlies play better without Ja. Statistically, they play better without Ja. The only game that the Lakers got blown out of in that 6-game series was the one that they played without Ja. The Grizzlies are a great, I guess you can't call them great without Ja, but they're a damn good team without Ja.
Yes. Do they have an offensive player as good as Kevin Durant?
No.
Do they have an offensive player as good as Devin Booker?
Shit. No. Fuck.
And there was multiple games where Devin Booker just couldn't miss.
Jalen Duren, for real? God damn it.
He's tearing your ass
that's
up,
my thing.
brother.
I haven't even been really paying attention. I gotta get locked in here with 50 seconds left.
So while I agree that Anthony Davis is very good defensively, I also am
hear
under
you.
the belief that
I hear you, but
Nikola Jokic
but
is
also
the greatest offensive
you just said
center ever.
he had to withstand two perimeter players going crazy in Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. He had to withstand I don't know. Did you even make a point about the Wolves? I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. I'm not.
No.
I really don't give much credit to
wouldn't
that.
blame
series.
No,
Yeah,
but he had
which is
to
fine.
play against 2 7-footers.
This Lakers team is good. Like
I'm not saying
1
they're not
through
good.
9, they're good.
Yes, but this Nuggets team is good. There's a reason they were the
I
1
agree.
seed.
I'm not saying that they weren't. That they aren't. They match up really well on both sides.
If there's one thing that I think the Phoenix Suns taught us, whoa, is that you can't just throw some pieces together and it's gonna happen.
That's not the case here.
against,
That's not the case here. The Lakers didn't add a star. They added depth. The Lakers added depth. The Lakers added the pieces they needed, whereas they already had the stars in place. The chemistry between the two big guys was already there. And Reeves was there all season.
The Nuggets, though, again, have been together all season.
Agreed.
Minus
What if-
the Thomas Bryant move, and he is not even playing.
Right.
So,
Well, and so we're talking about
continuity. We're talking about
continuity. We're talking about oh shit.
The Jalen Duren game, baby.
the Jalen Duren game. I guess that's my bigger point, is that I think we all, no, we didn't. I was going to say I'll pick the Celtics. Celtics Nuggets to me is the most fun
Jason
series.
Tatum and Kyrie Irving.
Left.
so disagree.
But
It's Jason Tatum.
I think that would be not fun to watch at all.
why?
Because I think the Celtics would just. I'm not gonna say anything.
What do they-
I'm not gonna say anything disrespectful, but they don't have anything for Tatum.
Or Jahlil Okafor.
No, Jason Tatum loses himself games.
What, like yesterday when he scored 51 points in a game 7?
The,
What are you talking about?
Celtics as a whole
He
lose
won
games.
You can say
You're giving
whatever you
evidence
want
for
about
one
Jason Tatum. Oh
game?
shit! I'm an idiot. Whatever. Sorry. Good game.
Good game.
Bob. I was talking.
You're good.
I'm giving you evidence from one game. He's been great, nearly his whole career. What evidence are you giving to me that Tatum
Why
is
did
not?
why did they lose the finals last year?
Because poor perimeter play to the Golden State Warriors. I've told you this time and time
and
again.
the Warriors had great perimeter
Who's
defenders.
a perimeter player?
Pin it on anybody you want.
Who's a perimeter player?
Pin it on anyone you want.
Was Jason Tatum a perimeter player for that team that played poorly?
Pin the finals loss on anyone you want.
Is he the best
Steph
player on that
Curry
team?
became the best player in the finals
Yes.
and won them a finals because of his play. He won them a championship.
Yes.
We've talked about that time and time again. Jamal Murray. I know that we keep talking about Jamal Murray and Lakers matchups and all these matchups. Jamal Murray is not Steph Curry. I love Jamal Murray, and I have high respect for Jamal Murray.
but-
And I think that the only Nuggets have the only chance that the Nuggets have of winning a title is if Jamal Murray is the best player on the court. But
That isn't okay.
but
If he's the best player on the floor,
yes.
okay.
When was the last time a center was the best player on a championship team?
When was the last time a center could pass like Jokic?
When was the last time a center was the best player on a championship
Depends on
team?
if you count Tim Duncan or not.
Let's count him.
Okay. I don't know.
9 years ago, then.
He didn't win
Well,
Finals MVP then.
he
He,
didn't
wasn't the
win
best
Finals
player on
MVP.
the court.
No.
But Andre Iguodala won an MVP.
Yeah.
So, was he the best player on the court?
So are we talking Shaq in 2002?
That was
No.
the first person that came to
Then
because
who?
yeah.
When was the last
Tim
time?
Duncan won in 05 and 07.
Okay, so if we're counting Tim Duncan, that's fine. Count Tim Duncan.
I'd make the argument
Okay,
for
then
Kevin Garnett
18
in 08.
years?
I'd make the argument for Dirk, but he's a power
He was a
forward.
4. He was
so,
playing
all right.
next. He was playing next to a center all playoff run.
So like, I get you.
And even then,
But a big guy
he
in a
didn't.
center, that's all
he
changed.
he played the like. Even if in minutes where he was the biggest guy on the court, he was playing the 4. Jokic is an enigma. We don't know what to expect from him,
He's a
right?
point forward.
What is the deal here?
Whatever you want. I don't care who plays.
Are we doing it? Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Oh, I won the first one.
Jalen freaking Duren, everybody. The
Sorry
Pistons
that I didn't,
are
I
my
didn't-
new favorite
I'm
team.
sorry that I was trash that thing.
I'm not gonna do that to you. I hear what you're saying, but
The Warriors dynasty
So
falls so hard, I became a Pistons fan.
I mean, I'll run it.
Jabari Parker, yeah.
I'll run it.
Yeah, Jabari Parker and like Jahlil
So it was-
Okafor.
I'm just saying
But then
that,
like Giannis, a 4. So it's been bigger guys.
yeah, I'm asking you when was the last time a center was the
Okay, but like how long? But he's not a traditional center.
Duke
Agreed.
players
He's
on the
not a
Nets,
traditional center.
Mikal Bridges.
And so maybe he breaks the mold.
So Steph Curry was the point guard last year, and he wins, right? And then before then it was Giannis, then LeBron or Anthony Davis,
Right.
right? And then before them another forward. So it's not guard play that's winning you titles.
No, it's perimeter play. Who won
And
finals?
Jokic plays on the perimeter and on the
Oh.
inside. He does it all.
And this is also not like making
Oh,
my
duh,
argument. This is not
Seth
making my
Curry.
case. In
Duh,
terms of
yeah.
Celtics Nuggets, if that was the matchup, which it won't be, if that was the matchup,
Well, we got to figure that out.
I just think that the Celtics. I mean, if Al Horford showed anything in this series, it's that he is a brilliant-minded, high IQ defender against big men.
Yes, and we've just never seen like a Jokic.
We've never seen a Jokic except for he's been in the league almost 10 years now.
No,
It's his 8th season.
he's 27. And you go, okay, he's been the okay. So
Is
sorry,
this not
he's
his
been
8th season?
He's been been in the league 8 years, right? When do players hit their general players? Obviously not LeBron James. Hit their stride.
7.
I'm going Sexton versus Lillard in this is gonna be crazy.
Start to
Yeah,
hit
27,
it.
yeah.
Start to hit it like 5 to 7.
Okay. When did LeBron James really take off?
Miami.
Well,
How old was he?
He was the best player in the league in 2007 was
Yep.
his first year best player in the league.
But didn't win anything. When did he start winning?
Well,
When he was how old?
so didn't win anything.
It's usually that sweet
So
spot, that 27,
didn't, I just want to
28.
real quick. Just want to get your didn't win anything. What is didn't win anything?
Didn't win a title.
Didn't win a championship.
Uh-huh.
in his first year as a rookie.
Well, of course. What? No, that was Magic.
So a playoff series doesn't count as a win.
No, I mean you win, but Jokic has won playoff series.
Sure.
Right? Cool. So what I'm saying
When
is
was Jokic's first finals appearance?
this year.
Oh, it hasn't happened.
It's
okay.
about to.
When was
No, but what
LeBron? You want to compare LeBron James and Nikola Jokic?
No, that's not.
You
what
wanna
I-
do that?
No, it's not what I'm trying to get at. And
Well,
you
you-
just
you
don't
brought
answer
it
the
up.
question, and you want to say what
I'm
I'm trying to
answering
say.
the question.
What age was LeBron James when he won his first title?
That's not what you said. That's what.
I've asked it 4 times now.
I did hear him ask it at least once. I can't
What age was
confirm
it?
Okay,
4.
if you want to shift the question,
LeBron was
sure.
27.
27, yeah.
How old is Jokic?
I don't know.
27. When generally speaking, your NBA peak starts.
Oh, God damn it.
Will, my favorite team is the Detroit Pistons.
I also believe Giannis was 27 when he won his title. Might have been 26. And we haven't seen the prime Jokic through the last couple years. Jokic with a healthy team. He was 24 the last time he had a healthy team.
Austin Reeves, a.k.a. the Hillbilly Kobe.
You know who else is 27?
D'Angelo Russell. Are you counting on him to
Wild
win you
to
the
think
series?
about.
I'm just having fun. No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, he's probably he's hitting his peak right now. It would make sense for him to go win a championship.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
just don't think it's gonna happen.
And we just have vastly different. I thought I had it. I really thought I had it.
But I
think Jokic is
look at
going
the
to be
Nuggets and say they're a really good team. It's going to be a hell of a series. And I think that I think it's going to go 6 because I think the Lakers win all the home games, and I think they steal one on the road. We've seen the blueprint in the first 2 rounds. I'm not saying it's the same team. I'm not saying it's the same talent. Nothing like that. I'm not comparing them as much as you want me to, but I at least can acknowledge. I see it. I at least can acknowledge that the Nuggets are a really good team, and it would make sense if the Lakers lost to them.
Yeah,
You
to me, those other
told me
players
it was
aren't that.
crazy
I
that
think
the
so.
Lakers stand a chance.
I think a lot of things are crazy. I also think we differ on where we
Thanks,
both
Chris.
think Jokic can be in the all-time rankings by the end of his career.
Yeah, I mean he's 27, like you said. His story is unwritten, so who knows?
Yes, but I think he could be a top 10 player of all time.
I think that's possible. Sure, go win 3-4 rings. Sure, anything's possible.
Anything is possible. All right,
And
so
just
who,
like LeBron, he's already got robbed of an MVP.
so who are the not Lakers? Who are the Jazz?
I'm the Jazz. The Lakers aren't playing.
I know. The
Oh,
not, the not
I
Lakers.
was like, wait a minute. What?
The pale Lakers.
You know what? Square up. Yep.
When Laurie Markkinen heads your team up, yeah, you're known as the pale Lakers.
Lakers.
Who
Crap.
gets Victor? Well,
Oklahoma
listen to the-
City, Orlando.
Who realistically gets him? Houston.
Unfortunately, Charlotte.
It better not be Charlotte, dude. I'm really gonna be bummed if it's Charlotte. I swear to God, I'm gonna be so upset.
See, and if it does happen, then it's going to be like new owner or new owner management or, majority. You're going to have, I think they'll go through a rebrand too.
Who?
Watch a soft rebrand from the Hornets. Logo change, something
Needs to be a hard rebrand.
something different, you know.
Change the team name, change it all, do something different.
Yeah, get out.
Be like the Charlotte Wings. I
yeah,
don't care.
cool.
Something cool. Just be different. Don't be this team anymore.
Wings are tight. Or the Aces.
Well, that's taken.
On the NBA, isn't it?
Yeah, by East High.
Math question. Kobe's first jersey number, 8, plus Kobe's second jersey number. Kobe played 20, so Kobe's
20.
second jersey. So 8 plus 24 plus 20. Yeah.
52. No.
I love the Charlotte Hornets.
it's
No, you don't,
42.
Chris.
No, it's
Chris?
52.
I agree. Bring back the Bobcats.
Chris, don't lie. You don't love the Hornets. Nobody loves the Hornets. Not even Hornets fans love the Hornets. They're like, I guess the Hornets.
Well, so there has to be a new team that's gonna like rise up, right?
Thunder, Magic.
The Thunder have already been in the finals.
Oh yeah, as a Clippers
Magic
fan,
already been there. Magic
hey,
kind of been there.
As a Clippers fan, getting Fred VanVleet, I think that'd be a fun fit with Kawhi and Paul George. Having someone who's a little more offensive first focused, but
Gimme
can
that.
distribute well. Yeah, I like Fred here.
Ah,
And he's
bad
27,
pass.
28, playing in his prime. Not this year, but maybe in the right system he could. Yeah, Fred VanVleet on the Clippers would be legit.
I've been having some crazy thoughts about how to fix our league,
Jesus. Like
meaning the
what now?
NBA.
Move Memphis to the East, remove the Hornets, and bring back Seattle.
I
Agreed.
had the thought of, so all the luxury tax that teams play, right? Put all that into a pot, right? I know that I get distributed.
I
Put it all
like
into a pot.
this.
If you get the first overall pick, you get to choose whether or not to draft first overall, or take that money and add it to your salary cap for the season.
Or take the
and then
money.
you get to sign whoever the hell you want to with that money. It doesn't count against your cap hit.
All right.
All right.
I tried, dude. I tried. I'll turn it. I'll.
Oh, the
turn it
5
over.
seconds? I mean, oh well. I was waiting. I didn't know why we were paused, to be honest with you. Wasn't paying attention.
It's your ball.
Yeah.
The weirdest jersey I ever owned
Oh.
was a Stephon Marbury orange jersey, the Starberry. It was awesome.
You played for Syracuse?
No, that was his
I had the same
brand.
thought.
Get it. Oh. All right.
Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, overrated duo. Not overrated. I think they're properly rated. First round playoff
Ooh,
bounce.
good bucket. I think they were.
What's up, Fortune?
overhyped.
Yeah, well overhyped. Well overhyped.
Well, nobody can foresee injuries, but
Yeah, it is
those
what it
guys,
is.
those two guys. I mean,
But with those
Paul
two,
George,
well,
like he had
Oh my
one
goodness.
super notable injury, obviously the broken leg in the Team USA. But after that, like nothing hugely major.
hugely major.
Major, hugely.
Major hugely.
Damn it. Once he gets it down, it's game over.
Darren Williams, 2012 Nets jersey. Nice.
That's a sick ass jersey.
Did you know Jeff Green has played for 11 teams? I do. Do you know what team drafted Jeff Green?
Oh, it was the Pittsburgh Hershey chocolates.
What?
The Pittsburgh Hershey chocolates.
What about you, Michael? What do you think?
What was the question again?
Where was Jeff Green drafted?
The Warsaw Warthogs.
I know this is wrong, but Boston?
Fitting like his last name, yes, he was drafted to the Boston Celtics.
Golly.
And then he had a heart condition. I don't know if you remember this. He had a heart condition that actually prevented him from playing in the league for about a year.
Yeah,
and then-
Fortune, go to Instagram.
And then he had to come, and then he came back, and kind of a bit of a cool story, Jeff Green coming back.
Cool
so,
story, bro.
Yeah. Cool.
Kid, it's been a blast.
Thanks,
go.
Justin.
We got 2 minutes left.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right.
I'm just getting started.
Okay.
Good.
Here, Rob, put me out of my misery. Finish that game up for me, okay? Chad, it's been wonderful. It's been amazing. Great episode. Go watch it. What's happening with the stubby stuffs?
I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, we know.
Oi.
We've already let IT know.
Oh, Isaiah Thomas is working on it.
It's little Isaiah too.
Hey, I already scored. Let's go, baby.
Wow, you got more points than he did in the last 2 quarters. On your 3 guys?
On your 3 guys. See, dude.
See you, buddy.
On your 3 guys was your question. Here comes Kelly Olynyk.
Kelly Olynyk is not the answer.
I'm gonna shove Kelly Olynyk.
Hey, shout out
down
to
your
you,
throat.
Chris. I love Pittsburgh. Hold on, I got. I don't know if you can see. I got a Point Park as my my phone background. I love Pittsburgh, man.
The pit, as
One of my
they
favorite
call it.
cities. A city that's not trying to prove itself to anybody like this trash place, but whatever. I live here, so I guess I shouldn't talk shit on it. But
Yeah, bro. Shout out to the pit. You know what I'm saying?
golly,
Damian Lillard. Yo, I want Damian Lillard to end up on the Sixers so badly. Imagine
I agree,
him-
Elijah. I agree.
Imagine those pick and rolls with JoJo and Dame.
I'm really glad that Bob saw the light. He understands what's about to happen.
What?
He knows that it's Lakers.
Oh yeah. It's interesting. It's a tough take to own, but
I get it.
Bro, until I actually see the Nuggets do it, I don't know that they can do it. I know
I'm telling
LeBron
you.
can.
I'm telling
and
you.
that's the deal.
I'm telling you.
Even if he has a bad night, it's still like a. You know, you brought up Jaylen Brown earlier. Bro, yeah, even on any given LeBron night, he looks just as good as Jaylen Brown, which is like
No way.
silly. That was pretty goofy.
That was nutty. That was Steph Curry shit.
Chris, you went to the Lizzo concert? I've been to a Lizzo concert. It's awesome. Actually, I didn't even know Lizzo was going to be there. She was the opener. It was 2017. It's a core memory. It's great. I don't even care. That's pretty impressive.
Golly.
Got that shot. Watch this. Walker Kessler, step back. Bit.
Me.
Most impressive finals run ever. Oh, good question.
Oh, I missed the last shot with him. Oh, well.
Most impressive finals
All
run
right,
ever.
everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to check out the audio of the podcast. And when you're there, rate 5 stars on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever you listen to. Go check out the audio. The video will be out tomorrow afternoon. And we are going to be signing off here. Also, check out yebasketball.com for some merch. You can see the stuff below the video right now. Mugs, hats, tees, hoodies, stickers, all that good stuff. Go grab yourself some YB merch. Cactus, love you so much. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate it. Have a great night, and we will see you next week.
Love you, chat.